Well, hello and welcome again to our reading of the Greek New Testament, and we're reading Matthew's Gospel. We're in chapter 12 up to verse 33. This particular pericope doesn't occur in Mark, it is in Luke, and it begins in a rather strange way with this aorist imperative, poio, to do or make, can sometimes have the sense of to regard, to think of. So we begin with, we've got an A and an A, either or. So either regard the good tree, perhaps almost take notice of the good tree and its good fruit, e poiesiti to dendron sapron, or regard or take note of the rotten tree, sapros is rotten, and its fruit is sapron, is rotten. Ek ga tu kapu todendron, for by the fruit the tree ginos sketai is a passive from ginosko, is known. For by the fruit the tree is known. Genemata echidnon, a race, literally races, it's plural, races of echidnon. Well, an echidna is, of course, has slightly different meaning in English nowadays. This means snake or viper in classical Greek. So races of vipers, probably plural for singular. How did you know, how do you know, poneroiontes, being evil, lalein agatha, to speak good things. Ekgar to perisumatos tes cardias to stoma lale, for from the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. Ho agathos anthropos, the good man, ek bale, literally casts out, agatha, good things, from the good treasure. A thesaurus is a treasure trove of words in modern English, and a thesauros in Greek is a treasure. So the good man casts out, ekbale, good things from the good treasure. Hodeponeros anthropos, but the bad man, the evil man, casts out evil things from the evil treasure. Lego de humin hoti pan arema argon ho lalesus in hoianthropoi apodosus in periautu logon in hemera chrysios. And I say to you that pan arema, now rema has a range of meanings. It generally here has the sense of word, every word. The re root is connected with that aorist passive of lego, erethane. Rhema can either mean good, can either mean a thing or a word because of its use in the Septuagint. But here I think that every word, because it is spoken, every word argon, this is a combination of alpha privative plus ergon, so ineffectual. A word which doesn't achieve anything. Idle, it's often translated as in some of the early translations. It has more the sense of ineffectual. For I say to you that every ineffectual word which men speak, they will apodosusin, from apodidomi, they will repay logon, well here probably in the sense of an account. They will have to give account regarding it in the day chrysios of judgment, genitive, third declension from chrysis. For from your words he will be judged. This is a future, you will be judged. It's the future passive from dikai o'o. And yep, so it's the second person. So from your words you will be judged, and from your words sorry, not judged, but declared righteous, I should say here, for dikaio. So from your words you will be declared just, and from your words, kata dikasthese, you will be condemned. Future passive again. Toti apokrithes en autotinus ton grammation kai pharisaion legontes. And at that time certain ones of the scribes and Pharisees gave answer to him, or asked him, saying, literally they gave answer to him, saying, Didaskale, O teacher, fellow men, we wish idain to see Simeon a sign aposu from you. But he, having answered, he said to them, Genia ponero kai moiklis Simeon epitsete, kai Simeon uk dothesatai aute, eme to Simeon iona tu prophetu. It is a evil or wicked and adulterous moikalis. Genia generation seeks a sign, and a sign will not be given to it. It's feminine agreeing with genia, to it, except the sign iona. Now this is a genitive. This is an old, what's called a Doric genitive. So despite the form of it here, it is a genitive. Except the sign of Jonah the prophet. Hosper, for as, now there's the nominative, Jonas, as Jonah was in the koilia, literally the hollow place, so the belly, to kertos. This is a third declension neuter noun, kertos. This is the genitive form. And a kertos, it's not a whale, but it just means a large sea monster or a large sea creature, a large fish. So he was in the belly of the large sea fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Hutos, thus, and the quotation, by the way, here, of course, is from the Jonah 1:17. And hutos estai hopios tu anthropo ente cardia tes ges tres hemeras kai tres nuptas. Thus the Son of Man will be in the heart, so it's replacing koilia with cardia, in the heart of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. Andres ninvitai anaste sontai ente crise metates genias tautes, kai katakrinus in auten, hoti met en noesan es tokerugma Ioana, kai idu pleon Ioana hodi. The Ninevean men, the men of Nineveh, the Ninevanites, will rise up, future from anhistemi, will rise up in the judgment with this generation, and they will condemn it. We get a future here, notice the accent. So this is original katakrin essusin. The epsilon disappears, the sigma disappears, and you get a contraction here. So this is a future, and they will condemn it, because they repented, aorist from metanoio, es tokerugma, at the preaching of Jonah, and behold, greater than Jonah is here. We've had this similar kind of expression earlier in Matthew, and there's the genitive of Jonah again. About Basilissa notu egerthesatai ente crise metates genias tautes kai katakrine auten, hoti eilthen ekton peraton tes ges akusai ten sophian Solomonos kai idopleon Solomonos hodi. And the Basilissa, Basilius is a king, Basilissa is a queen. Notos is the south, generally the south wind, but here just the south. So the queen of the south will arise, future passive from agero, often used just in an active sense, will arise in the judgment. or at the judgment, with this generation, and she will condemn it, because she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and behold, greater than Solomon Hodi is here. This pericope also is only in Luke, the following one. Hotan de to akathaton pneuma exelthe apotu anthropu. Whenever the unclean spirit comes out from the man, dierkatai di anhudron topon zetun, it's anapausis. So, anapausin, I think. So when the unclean spirit comes out from the man, dierkatai, it goes through, and Greek loves to repeat the preposition here, the anudron. This is alpha privative plus hudor, so the waterless places. Zetun is a neuter present participle. It's agreeing with pneuma, so it's seeking. It's seteo plus on, which contracts to un. So seeking anapausin, anapausis is an abstract noun meaning rest. So seeking rest, kai ukuriske, and does not find it. Al toti lege, and then it says, Esten oiken mu epistrepso, I will return to the house, to my house, from whence I came out. And we get another neuter participle here. This is an aorist participle, but it's neuter, agreeing with pneuma. And going, it finds, understand the house. Skoladzonta, this is a very strange term here. Scholasdo is to be at one's leisure. We get our word school, in fact, from that. A school was you're not doing hard work at school, you're at your leisure. Often translated here as vacant, but only here with this meaning. It is used once elsewhere in the sense of a field being fallow. So it has the sense of everything's relaxed, perhaps. So having gone, he finds the house relaxed or unused. Sesaromenon, this is from Saroo is the verb here, Omicron contract verb, Saroo. This is the aorist perfect passive participle here, swept. Saroo is I sweep. This is swept, kai kekosmemenon. Cosmeo is to arrange or to put in order. So it's swept and all put in order. Toti, at that time, Poruatai, he goes and he brings with him hepta hetera pneumata ponerotera hiautu. So with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. Kai esel thonta, again neuter participle and accusative here because it's having gone in. It's plural, I should say, because it's a plural participle agreeing with pneumata. And they having entered in, and it's neuter plural takes singular verb, dwells there. And the ta eskata tu anthropu, again neuter plural singular verb. So the last state, ta eskata, it's plural, but the last state of the man, of that man, becomes kerona, worse than the first. Thus it will be also for this wicked generation. The final pericope for this chapter, this one is in Mark and in Luke, and it is always a very difficult question as to Jesus' relationship with his own family and with his mother and siblings. And we get this rather strange statement here. So, eti autu laluntes, genitive absolute, while he is still speaking to the crowds, idu hemete kai hoia delphoi, behold his mother and his brothers, heistekesan. This is the past tense of the verb of standing from histemi. It's pluperfect in a sort of a pluperfect in form, but it's just past tense in meaning. So they were standing exo outside, tsetuntes, seeking lalesai, to speak with him, or to speak to him. Verse 47 is not in the best manuscripts, and so it's been bracketed here, but I'll translate it. And someone said to him, "Behold, your mother and your brothers are standing outside." Are standing, hesteka, are standing outside, seeking to speak to you. Hode apokrithes apen to legonti auton, and he answering said to the one speaking to him, Tis estin he me temu, kai tines esin hoiadelphoimu. Who is my mother, and who are my brothers? Kai ektenas, aorist participle from ekteno, to stretch out, having stretched out his hand, epitus methetus autu, upon his disciples, apen he said, Idu he me temu kai hoiadelphoimu. Behold my mother and my brothers. Hostis ga an poiesai tothelema tu patros mu. Whoever does the will of my Father, the one in the heavens, he, that person, estin, is my brother and sister and mother. And that's the end of chapter 12.